Hi, I'm Baldwin Burgess and I'm here with Andrew. Hi Andrew, how are you?
Hi Baldwin, I'm really well.
Good. We're in Monaco at the Fund Forum International 2013. Andrew, there's a lot more Australians here these days. Welcome.
Well, it's really good to be here. It's an exciting place and there's a lot of good energy in the room despite what people might think of the industry.
Absolutely, I'm with you on that one. And Andrew just did a presentation which was pretty interesting because we took a glimpse into the future. What I found particularly interesting is you sort of shot down a few myths about what really creates growth. You spoke about where distribution is often seen as an ingredient for growth, low price, return. There's a few other components, and I think you put that into a nice perspective. What drives growth, Andrew, in your opinion?
So, I mean, all those things are aligned to growth, and it's important that you understand your distribution strategy and your pricing strategy. But at the core of real growth for the past probably 4 years, we've been noticing that it's all about how well you communicate two critical things. The first is the authenticity of your offer, which is making it clear that you are very clear about what you stand for and what you do, and making sure those things align, making sure that those things are perfectly aligned. Because one of the things which the market's come to understand about, the consumers have come to understand about the market, is there's a lot of traps in the market, and a lot of people aren't who they seem. So being really clear about what you are and what you do and being honest with the consumers is critical. And the second thing is about utility. Utility is really easy to understand. An economic utility is the cost of something divided by its functionality. And that really works for products. And for some products it's about miles per gallon, or cars it's about speed, 0 to 60. For financial services it's kind of harder because you've got to be really clear about it. It's what risk am I embracing, what return am I getting, what price am I paying, what am I paying for my services. So you've got to communicate those utility points really clearly. So when someone invests with you, what is it they're paying for and what are they getting? And you need to be able to be really clear about those things so that you can build your brand. Because in the end, that's what they want from you. And it solves a lot of the dilemmas in the industry now. So particularly in distribution points, if you are very clear about what your distribution does and what you pay for, then it solves all the legislative problems that we're facing.
It makes total sense because also there's so much information. People have such easy access to information. It's really got to be on the tin, right? This is what we do and this is how we're going to do it. It's got to be.
And so in the past it was not easy to get away with that. But when information was imperfect, then it was easier to run for longer with services which weren't what they said they were. Now that information will spread like wildfire. We were listening to people yesterday saying that within hours of them hearing what was happening around the world, people were calling up and saying, what's my exposure to Greek bonds? What's my exposure to Italian bonds? What have you done inside this product? What are the changes that you've made? And wanting to stay up to date all the time with what's actually going on.
Thanks for that. Another big idea, and the big idea is at the Fund Forum International. Thank you, Andrew.
My absolute pleasure, Baldwin.